back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project, and today we have Jeff. We're in the free roaming cat room, and this is Jeff. He is honestly the sweetest little guy. He is just so cuddly, and if you can't hear, he is purring, and he is just an absolute purr machine, and he is part of the Bucket Babies. So tell us his story. It's a little bit sad, but tell us the story and his very sweet personality that goes along with it.
So back in May, little Jeff here was brought in with some siblings in a bucket. Somebody found them without their mom. We don't know what happened to her. She out in the wild, right? So they came in. They've been doing really well. They were pretty healthy, so cuddly. Little Jeff here, they're about 3 months old. We're estimating their birthday around May 5th. So he's a little Cinco de Mayo baby, possibly. Very cuddly, very just sweet. He is such a sweet kitty. He's rambunctious. He's very playful. He's great with other cats. Right? Like, he's such a sweetie pie.
And you don't normally see, you have a couple of them in here, but you don't normally see it, you don't normally put cats this young in the cat room, or at least not often. So it goes to a testament of their, kind of calm personalities and their playful nature, but he is the sweetest little guy. I don't think I've ever been able to hold a cat that long and them let me hold them that long without the claws coming out or, just trying to jump away, but he really is the sweetest. Now, do you think he'll be fine with other dogs, or?
Well, it hasn't been actually, how you gonna sneeze? It hasn't been tested with dogs yet, but I feel like with young kittens, if you introduce them young enough and, you have a calm enough dog, then I feel like this little one could integrate into a home with a dog already fairly quickly.
Yes,
absolutely.
I can see that too. I think he has a very calm personality, and he's just so sweet. We have another one that's kind of
trying to crawl up your
trying
leg.
to take over the spotlight.
It's like, hold me, love me, choose me.
He's really stealing the show on this one. Now, going off of other animals at the shelter, you guys have high numbers. Now, you had a sale going on in July. That's now bleeding over into August, so it is continuing. So can we talk a little bit about the prices and what people should know about this continuing sale?
So our animals all right now are 40% off, and it's carrying over from July. So for the entire month of August, regularly a kitten as young as Jeff would be about $300. He is sitting at $180 for the month. So we've got a lot of kittens, a lot of dogs. We actually have a bunny rabbit and a guinea pig too right now, and you can come down and check them out. They're pretty friendly. Not super friendly like Jeff. Come here.
Which is great because, again, like we talked about in July, sometimes the price is a deterrent for a lot of families. So, which is understandable, but having hopefully this sale continuing into the month of August, people take advantage of it, especially for younger kittens, especially because they're hot spot.
No, he's trying to bite my mic.
So that's great that the sale is continuing, and hopefully get those numbers down as well. Now, going off of adoption, you wanted to kind of discuss kind of the 3-3-3 rule that you have. I wasn't aware of what this is or what it means, so can we explain to us what the 3-3-3 rule is when you are adopting any animal?
So the 3-3-3 rule is a guideline we like to use when adopting a new animal. They're coming into a new environment. They're probably going to be scared. There's lots of new smells. So the first 3 days, your animal is probably going to be very timid, want to hide away. Let them. They will come out on their own. We recommend start a routine with feeding, walks, and bathroom breaks. And at about that 3-week mark, they do tend to start to open up, become more comfortable. Just let them come to you. It's the best the best option. Hey, Jeff. And at 3 weeks, using positive reinforcement, very important, especially coming into a new environment. At 3 months is when they should kind of be more settled, continue using the positive reinforcement, stuff like that, keep them on a routine, and they should integrate into the household a little bit easier.
Yes, especially when you are basing it off of love and care and revolving around that. If you keep on those tips and kind of tricks, like you said, positive reinforcement, that goes a long way.
It does,
You know, I've always been explained that they learn better when you're rewarding them when they do something good rather than punishing them when they do something bad. So I think that's a great reminder for people, especially if they're adopting for the very first time.
Yes.
There's going to be a big learning curve, especially with shelter animals, because they are, like you said, a little bit more timid, possibly scared. Maybe they've only known shelter, the shelter for their whole lives. I know you have a couple dogs who were born in the shelter, so it does get some getting used to, especially if it's they're in a single pet household. They have to get used to just being themselves. So that's awesome. Now, are there any donations, same as every week? Donations are in need of?
Yes, we are still in need of industrial size fans, bigger fans, commercial size brooms, just would make it easier for like up front and the back and the hallways and stuff. Wet kitten food, wet puppy food. Again, we're still going for the Kong type toys. We have a lot of dogs in our care right now, and they're all really big breeds, so the bigger toys, for sure, peanut butter. We can never get enough peanut butter. They love it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again for joining me, and especially with the August sale going on, now's the perfect time to adopt an animal, especially a calm, beautiful, adorable cat like Jeff.
His name's Jeff.
He was the perfect guest, and again, one of the calmest kittens that I really have ever interacted with. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.